Roku channel. INSiiGHTS itself is a dream maker, providing a platform for content creators. Go with INSiiGHTS Roku channel into 91 million homes. We are strengthening our programs that will continue to educate, entertain, and enlighten our viewers. We will still feature youth sports, Mick and Rick, INSiiGHTS Magazine, Remember the Legends, and much more. Stay tuned for our creative content. We will continue to appreciate your support.
With all the stuff on the walls and all of that, that's Coach Covill, boy. He gonna be legendary. I don't care what. Hey, how y'all doing, cuties?
Good.
Say,
Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you.
Y'all big time now.
hey.
Your daddy posting y'all all over the universe.
Always.
Man, I see y'all on every social media he got. I see y'all on.
Yep.
Congratulations, y'all. That's
Thank you.
Thank
that's an achievement. As a father with daughters, we gotta be appreciative of every step. And then you got pretty daughters that make it even worse.
Thank you.
You welcome, Puckett. Coach, that's why I tried to keep my size in case I had to grab somebody.
Oh yeah.
Grab one of them young guys. It wasn't gonna be pretty.
Yep. Definitely.
Coach, you already know. You sitting there and people say, oh, they so cute. They that. I got my eye on them. I said, there ain't gonna be no craziness.
I had the 6 foot rule before COVID.
Uh-oh.
6 feet away.
Let's say, in fact, they got that from you, huh?
Yep.
Well, I'm not gonna keep y'all. Let me tell you what I'm doing and then why I picked y'all. One, as a father of daughters, you know, we try to make sure that we accentuate dads that are active in the lives of their children. And you know, y'all daddy and his love for y'all to just, you know, to start with, your daddy a little special anyway. We all know that.
Yeah.
You know, we all know he's a little special to start with. But you know, I really get a kick out of seeing the way, you know, that he's bragged so much about y'all. And as a former coach to a former coach, is always kind of an allegiance there, because we kind of know how the job takes you away from doing so much stuff. And when you actually had time that we could spend with y'all, we even appreciate it even more. And it's like, wow, I was missing this, you know. And see, the thing I always heard was that all three of mine liked basketball, so it made it easy because they were always together. We know that was not always the case with y'all.
Right.
I remember the roll of the eyes I got when I asked somebody about playing basketball. That was that look right there. That's it. That's it. That's it. She wanted to throw something at me in the gym.
Yeah.
But the other part of it was because of who your daddy is, you know, just the fact that I have a relationship with him. And your daddy has told y'all 150 times, it's not what you know, but who you know. You know, that a lot of stuff happens because people know you and they like you, you know, and there's people that do stuff for y'all because of who your daddy is. You also have some people that do stuff against you because of who your parents are.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, I've had it both ways. You know, so I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about, you know, INSiiGHTS. And, you know, we are a sports show, but it's so many things that go along with sports, you know, and this is just a moment. You know, we did something on Mother's Day, and as a guy, I wanted to do something on Father's Day. Okay, which one of y'all is the oldest?
Me too.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do. When I open up oldest, I want you to introduce your younger, probably by about a minute, sister.
1 minute.
And tell us whatever you want to tell us about it. And then baby girl, I want you to introduce your dad and tell us whatever you want to tell us about your dad. Dad, when it get to you, you can introduce the oldest. but it's no way that I could do an introduction better than what y'all could do it yourself. It's kind of interesting, the things that y'all say about each other. So y'all ready?
Be nice.
So how do I do it? Like, I just be like,
I'm not gonna tell you. That's up to you.
You say that's your sister, and then you say a couple nice things about her, and she'll say, "This is my daddy," and then I'll say, "This is you."
okay.
See how your daddy reached right in there and helped you? See, I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have did that. I said, I want to see how you go. See what your own creativity, what you want to do.
Okay.
Because some people do it short, some do it long. Dad, some of them be really interested to hear what they say about their own brothers and sisters. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mickey Clayton, the coach, but I'm here with the original coach and his twin daughters that most of you know from everywhere, because he's all over everywhere with them. And as a part of our Father's Day special, the way I'm gonna start it is, I want the oldest. I've already told them what I want them to do. How they do it is up to them. They're gonna introduce themselves to you.
Okay, hi, I'm Michaela. I'm the oldest. This is my sister, my younger sister, Mackenzie. We're best friends technically, but sometimes it's, a little something there, but we're siblings, so that's gonna happen. But I always know she's gonna be by my side, like whenever I need her. I know she's the one I can go to about anything. And us being so close in age, it's like a built-in best friend. And yeah, that's it. That's Mackenzie. My name is Mackenzie, and I'm introducing my dad. Well, we all know, like, he's a big face around here, and he's very, I guess you could say, popular. But I'm glad that he can still see us and still get to do things with us with all the chaos that he has in his life. And I really appreciate him for that. He's always been by my side. And yeah, that's for that.
All right, well, thank you, Mackenzie. This is the oldest daughter by 1 minute, Michaela. She was the biggest one when they were born too. They were born 29 weeks, 2 days. So she was 2 pounds, 5 ounces. She was 2 pounds, 4 ounces. And I had all 4 of their feet in my hand in a picture I had. So when you talk about being blessed as a father, I'm more than blessed, with how far they've come, graduating Friday night. And I'm just the most blessed dad in the world with Michaela and Mackenzie.
Coach, that's pretty significant what you said about the birth and everything, having been through a preemie myself. Share a little bit about what that was like, what you felt like during that time.
Well, I was at Rickards then, and they were born 9 weeks early. So and they actually were they were born May 14th, and they didn't get out of the NICU until July. And I told then the head of the NICU, I said, it must be amazing saving lives every day. He said, 20 years before they came, they probably would have just rolled them over in the corner and waited for things to go bad. But, it's just, it makes you understand, what's important in this world. And I've always said being called coach is an honor, but being called dad is the ultimate honor. And, my only thing is, because I've taught at Griffin, Rickards, and Gobby, I've seen so many young people that don't have their father in their life. And it's hard for me to understand, because by far it's the greatest, these two are the greatest gift I've ever had, the greatest joys I've ever had. And again, like I said, being call dad is the ultimate honor to me.
Okay. Mackenzie, how does it make you feel when you hear about what you went through just to get here?
I would say it's pretty crazy that we was that small and now we're regular size again, and what we had to go through at an early age, and just hearing stories from it is like, I don't know, I can't believe we went through that.
Michaela?
Going on with the same thing. It's just like that was like 18 years ago, and now we're graduating high school, so it's just.
Coach, I know that you told them 150,000 times how they don't quit and what fighters they are, and as they face some adversities athletically and in life and in socially, that it ain't nothing compared to the battle that y'all went through. So quitting doesn't exist in y'all vocabulary. It just doesn't exist. And I know you've told them that, Coach.
Oh yeah, I mean, I try to live that way. You know, I'm as blessed as they've come, but I've also gone through some tough times. I coached so long, and then my mom passed a couple of years ago, and that was really hard on me. That's why I decided not to coach at that point, because I couldn't give it to my players like I need to, and they needed somebody that could. But it actually did help me these last 2 years. I always spend a ton of time with them anyway, but I was able to, go watch them play flag football at Florida High, watch them, watch KK, as a player and Kenzie as the manager, go to the Final Four in Lakeland. I mean, my dreams, and for me to be able to go to Lakeland, and then for my daughters to be there, just amazing. So, a ton of good has happened, with some sad stuff, but it's I'm not gonna say it's made me any closer, because I've always been close to them, but I wouldn't change these 2 years for anything.
Mackenzie, with your dad being the coach that he is, and your other half playing like she is, what made you so adamant that you didn't want to play?
I don't know. I wouldn't say like I lost the love for the game, because I still enjoyed watching it and watching her play and stuff. But I just don't think it was for me anymore. But I still wanted to be around it, so that's when I asked him if I could be the manager.
So you played when you were younger then?
Yeah, I played 6th grade through 10th grade, and I played 3rd grade too. 3rd grade through 10th grade.
So you played for a long. You started off playing.
Yes, sir.
Did you play any other sports?
Flag football.
Were you any good?
Yes.
Well, then you sounded like your daddy then. Mackenzie, how did it feel for you when your sister decided not to play?
Well, I didn't really feel the same way, because yeah, I was gonna miss her being on the court and everything, but like she was still around the game and still around me playing basketball and stuff like that. So it really wasn't a loss. I respected that she didn't want to play anymore, and now she just became my manager. So it was.
Did you notice she really didn't have that end of the play? Did you know before she told you that she was gonna stop playing?
Yeah, she told me, and my dad both, and was like that she didn't really want to play about it. I mean, she didn't really want to play the game anymore. And my dad was like, take some time to think about it, to make sure like this is really what you want to do. And she decided that she didn't want to play anymore.
Mackenzie, tell me what it means, your relationship with your dad.
It means a lot to me. I wouldn't want to have no other dad. Like, he's the best.
Your turn.
Well, he supports me through everything I do. He's at every game, even when the game's like 3 hours away. So he's just that dad that you can go to and look up in the stands, and he's up there and stuff like that. He pushes us to be the best versions of ourselves, and yeah.
How is it when you get in the car going home?
Oh, it just really depends on how I do that day.
Okay. So sometimes it's a long ride home.
Well, I wouldn't say that. He tells me what I need to work on, tells me what I could have did better. Coming from a coach perspective, it's like it's Coach Covill on the way home, and then it's Dad when we get to the house. So,
Do you ever take up for your sister when your dad is on her, or do you just
sometimes he asks me.
sleep?
Yeah, sometimes he asks me questions and he asks me like to put in what I feel like, and I do. Sometimes like I tell her what she could have done better, but sometimes I tell her like what she did great and things like that.
Okay, Coach. Haven't been there. How is it to draw that line between being dad and coach?
You know, I never really, believe it or not, if everybody seen me coach, you would think I would really, really be hard on them and push them. And I did early on, maybe when they're about 8 or 9. I think I made them cry when I was hitting ground balls to them. And I decided then, I was like, I'm not doing this. If they want to play, they can play. If they don't have to play. I sort of get not being in between that a little bit, because I think they did great, but I think they could have done, even better if I would have pushed them a little bit. But I've always been, I don't care what they do, as long as they, try to do it to the fullest. If they want to be a cook, be the best one in the world. They want to be, this one wants to be a nurse, this one wants to be in the FBI. So, I just wanted them to give their best and do their best. They do that, they'll be great.
Well, let me ask the sisters, do y'all ever switch positions? Do y'all one go as the other one?
We did it in elementary school. I forgot what
It
we
was April Fool's Day.
Oh yeah, the teacher was in on it, so it wasn't just like we did it. But he told us to switch classes that day.
So we could prank the other teacher, because only one teacher was in on it and the other teacher wasn't, and we switched.
And they didn't figure it out.
Coach, did you see how they finished each other's sentence and went back and forth? I'm just sitting here like with my mouth open.
They always do that. If I ask them a question, they'll both answer it at the same time, and I guess that's a twin thing. So I mean, I'm used to it now. I've had my own. I've coached some twins, and it's just, and I've had a lot at school. So it just one of those things. A lot of people always notice twins. That's just one of the things, but I'm not sure how they feel about whether it takes away from their being individuals or not. But but anyway, that's it with that.
Well, what would you want to tell your dad on Father's Day?
Well, he pretty much knows everything, that we love him and stuff. So I guess we'll just like repeat what he already knows. But
well, he already knows, because after he gives us anything or he tells us anything, we always say thank you and
we appreciate it.
Yeah, and we just love him, and so
we really short throughout the year. So
it's
really not on that one specific day.
Y'all still tripping me out. Y'all are tripping me out. I'm trying to think of questions to ask just because I want to see you two finish each other's sentence. Coach Covill, anything you like to say on Father's Day?
My thing, it's always been, I'm not going to preach this or that to other men, but I just, like I said, for me personally, these are the two greatest blessings and the greatest joy I could ever have, is being a dad. And it's hard, as a coach, how many young men don't have that. And not that I'm saying dads are bad, but these kids need them. And I'm not going to make a grown man change what he does, but like I said, all I know is I see the pain and the hurt of other young people that don't have that dad in their life, and they need him. And that's just how I feel. So.
Well, I appreciate y'all taking the time to talk to me and to be a part of this. Coach Covill, I told you I had something for you.
Oh.
I always try to keep my word, and I understand about your mom, because I kept texting you then.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Because I had been through it, so you almost have to go through it to understand.
Yeah, it's a bad club, but it's you have to move on. And I know upstairs, she probably yelling at me now to get up and start back again. And never know. You never know what's around the corner. Maybe now that these two are going to college, I might be back at some point.
I understand.